Good evening, ARPG players. Now that we've had a full day to sit and simmer on the news that No Rest for the Wicked is going to be released in October 2026, I've got a couple updates that I want to make to my buyer's guide, Buy Now or Wait, based on a few announcements that came out with this. Let's get right into it. If you're on the fence about No Rest for the Wicked at this point, I think the only reason that you should wait is if you really want to just see the reviews that come out from players. I think this game is going to be a certified banger. It is really good so far, and I think most people that play this game highly praise it. The reasons for waiting in my past video was if you are not cool with the wipe, if you don't want to wipe your character, I totally understand that. I'm used to wipes from Path of Exile, but I understand if you don't want to, feel like you're wasting your time playing something if it's just going to all be removed in 1.0. I'm still leaning on the sale of the game right now, plus that Founders Pack. So if you get it between now and July 10th, you're getting the Founders Pack. You don't have to play it and spend any time if you don't want to. I know that'd probably be hard to just have a game sitting and collecting dust in your library when it's fresh, but I mean, that's probably a better option than waiting for the full release if you're going to buy it, that day. Another one of my reasons to wait is if you have friends on console and you want to experience the game together. I think same applies as my previous reason. Just get it, let it sit in the library. At least you'll have it for a good price, and you can play it with your friends when they get it. Another reason to wait was if you didn't want to experience a partial campaign and you really want that full campaign. The full campaign is going to be released in October, so at least you have a date to help you decide what you want to do. And waiting for more endgame content was the other reason to wait to purchase this game instead of buying it right now. So we know that there are going to be adding a bunch to the endgame. There's definitely going to be the Horde mode, more story, more campaign, a lot more hours. 100 hours at least. I mean, you've got all the information. If you're into the Founders Pack, if you want that public beta access, if you want that Spirit Cavern, if you want the badge, if you want the sword, then you might as well grab it now while it's on sale. If not, totally fine, wait for it to come out. The reasons I would not buy this game right now would be if you absolutely hate Souls-like combat. If you're not okay with like a slower paced game and you really want that like Diablo 4 just like burning through enemies, just not stopping, not slowing down. You can watch YouTube on one screen, play a game on the other screen. I mean, this game you gotta focus. Not in a stressful way, but you do have to be invested more than a game like Diablo. I wouldn't get this game right now if you are expecting a huge PvP experience. There is some PvP, but this game is heavily PvE. So if you're really into PvP, maybe wait for it to come out, maybe wait for an expansion or something that expands on the PvP and see if it's something that you'll enjoy or not. So the first major reason that my opinion has changed is the fact that this game is coming out in October. I thought that there was going to be a much longer time to the 1.0 release because we haven't really been hearing anything. And the second reason is this Founders Pack rewards. This is crazy here. Pre-order bonuses I don't really go for, just because I don't really care about like cosmetics and things like that. When you're playing a game, you get better stuff in the game that looks cooler and everything. But there is two things here that really are intriguing to me. One is the Spirit Cavern, which is like a hideout in between worlds. I mean, if you can decorate this, I'm sure you can. Looks like a little farm back here. Really pretty little cave that you're in. That'd be cool if there's like a little cenote lake that you can fish in. That'd be pretty sweet. But then there's the Founders Pack, public beta test access. I mean, this is really cool here. The fact that getting the Founders Pack gives you access to public beta tests is really cool. I really like trying out different aspects of games before they're fully released and giving my feedback. It makes you feel like you're a part of the development team. I did that a lot with the Insider program with Sea of Thieves, and it was really fun to test things out. Just gives you more ways to play, to be honest. Sometimes the features aren't even released, but you got to try them anyways. And you also do get this Sayer's Vow sword and the Founder's Badge. So with the Founders Pack, the Sayer's Vow sword is a one-of-a-kind mysterious sword that was once lost to time. It can only be obtained by founders. Now, when it says obtained, I wonder what that means. Are we going to be crafting it? Are we going to be, finding it somewhere? Is it just going to be there right off the bat? Is it going to be sitting in this cavern when we unlock it? I don't know. The Founders Tag, you get a special frame and font. Lets people know that you were here before 1.0. This handcrafted hideout, the Spirit Cavern. I wonder if that's like the hideout in Path of Exile. Seems really cool. Excited about the public beta access though. So with 1.0, you're going to be getting 4 new zones, deeper progression, and gameplay styles. They are getting rid of the attribute system and adding the class system. There's going to be lots of different play styles, even if you are using the exact same weapons. That's probably going to be due to the traits and the mastery of said weapons. Persistent multiplayer is really cool that they're doing that. I've purchased private realms for games like Valheim. I did one for Ark. It's just so nice to be able to log off, and if you play with friends, your friend can join that realm, work on something, build something, gather resources, do whatever they want to do, and you don't have to be online at the same time for them to do that. The fact that they're giving that away for free is really nice. They're adding the rest of the story. I can't wait for that. Politics, revenge, passion, the ending you've been theorizing about since 2024, including tons of handcrafted cinematic scenes, will be part of 1.0, and it's worth every hour you have put into Sakura. Endgame content and replayability. Test your skills and challenges in the new endgame activities designed for the most dedicated warriors. They are adding Horde mode in 1.0. That is confirmed. Crossplay and cross save is a really nice feature. The fact that you can play on your computer, at your desk, and then go into your bed and play on your Switch, if your wife lets you, that's just really convenient. I don't know if it's going to be coming out for the first Switch. I actually don't have a Switch 2, but if it comes out for the Switch, I will probably be picking this up. I'm sure they're working on something to get this out for the Xbox Series XS. I don't know if it's a money thing. I don't know if it's a hardware thing. I was looking at a No Rest for the Wicked forum. There's a lot of good information here. I'm going to put this forum link down in the description below if anyone wants to check it out. I'm not going to go through everything here, but this kind of goes through the class systems. And you can see here different professions. We got the Heretic, Oracle, Priest, Mage, Sorcerer. There's like over 20 of these. You can see here the traits. So as you're playing with these classes, you're going to be like unlocking traits as you're mastering skills, and then you can add 6 traits to your build. This professions codex is going to be really good for completionists who want to master everything. So as you are mastering professions, you can add the traits. I'm thinking the traits are going to be something like for the sorcerer, maybe increased focus gain, maybe even something like more elemental damage. And as you use the sorcerer enough and master the sorcerer's abilities, you'll get that trait, and then you could put that trait on any other class that you want. I'm just theorizing here. Here you can see a mock-up of the class weapons for the sorcerer. So there's a few different weapons here. And as you master the weapons, I believe you can take the runes and move the runes around to other weapons. So on the forum, there's a class list that is planned here. This is not 100% correct. I think some of these are not going to be in the full release at first. They are going to be adding a lot of things as the game evolves. So this isn't 100% confirmed, but based on this, like if you were playing a barbarian, you'd be building up fury through killing, staggering, and then you'd unleash a charge rune attack to deal up to 100% more damage. So you get this massive crit shot as you are just killing enemies. The Stormbringer crit class. Build your entire class around critical damage. Crits deal even more damage. Enemies that hit you get shocked and shock buildup. Line up enemies to thunderbolt through them. Other runes ricochet. Whoa, that sounds cool. So imagine if that's a trait, and then you could take that trait and put it on like a barbarian. So you're building up fury while just like dealing a bunch of shock damage and just blowing everything up. And then once you hit that 100% more damage, oh my gosh. Anyways, link in the description for this forum. So you've got until the 10th of July to get the Founders Pack if you are on Steam. If you are on PlayStation, all you have to do is pre-order the game anytime before the launch day and you will get this Founders Pack. It's $27.99 right now, and that sale is good till June 16th. I do not see this game getting any cheaper than it is right now, and I also don't know how many more sales they're gonna have. I normally see this game discounted almost every month, but now that there's a release date in October, I'm not sure. Are we gonna have another sale in July? Are we going to have another sale in August? I'm not sure. When this game is released though, it's going to be 50 or 60 US dollars. So this is a really great deal. You're getting 40 to 60 hours of solid content here. Some of us have well over 100 hours in this game, but I'm thinking more of the casual who just plays through the story, you know, engages with the Crucible a little bit, does some Pestilence, you know, see how far they can push it. I think you can get a good 60 hours out of that. If you like playing and discussing ARPGs, subscribe now. I've got a lot more No Rest for the Wicked content planned. Thank you so much for watching. Get better every day, even if it's a little ugly. Gigs out.